Like it won't be something that you do because it's good for your soul. It would be something that you do because it's essential. If oil goes over a certain price, I believe we will see that problem just because plastic will just be more expensive than
Right.
bioplastic to make. In reality, I believe the whole shift will happen once either the economics change or technology brings us to a new material that is both bioderived but also very cheap. Once the cost problem is eliminated, then the world will just flip. I think we saw this with solar energy. Once the cost problem
Yeah.
with solar energy started going down, all of a sudden, like solar projects are popping up absolutely everywhere. People, it's just dollars and cents, and right now the dollars and cents are not there. But it's crazy because it's like the dollars and cents are not there. There's tons of really good research going into it, but people are afraid to commercialize because they're worried that they're not going to make enough money. And unfortunately, I can tell them that it's not easy to make money from this in this current state of
Wow.
things. Yeah,
Wow.
it's
Wow.
not
I
easy to
mean,
make money in the current state of things.
this is incredible because at the end, every time that you are seeing like a new product that can bring you so many different ways to protect yourself, your planet, and it's better and it's good, it's looking good, it's a really good design. You never think about, okay, this is something that can be more expensive, and the people that is working on this is making no money. They are just doing it because it's the right way to do it, right? It is the cost of doing this type of product with this material against to use the regular old material that we are used to use. It is super expensive. It is more expensive to go in this direction, or is
It's not super expensive, but it is more expensive.
okay.
Like, I'm not gonna go out there and say to people that I make less margin than somebody else in the industry does. I don't. I make the same margin. It's just that forces our product to have a certain price point, and that price point means that I'm cutting out a chunk of the population. I'm also
Right.
cutting out a chunk of the retail environment. Somebody, if you're walking around in Target or Walmart and you just say, oh, I really need a new bowl set, or I just moved into a new apartment and I need a bowl set. You see a bowl set there, you can get one for like $15. That's just because plastic, especially cheap plastic, is just bottom of the barrel at this point. Like, it's so cheap. It's so incredibly cheap that you can get it for whatever price you really care to pay for it. It's almost free
Right.
at that point. Versus our materials are more expensive. And also, there are some issues with our materials if we try to make them cheap. Not only issues with, plastic, you can just continually reduce the amount of plastic that you feed into a mold, and you can continuously make things thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner.
Right.
And when people are saying, yeah, this is a bad product, but it only cost me $15 because they're buying